When Lexi Brown of the Los Angeles Sparks learned about Ice Cube making a massive offer to Caitlin Clark, a deal reportedly comparable to NBA-level salaries, she clearly wasn't pleased. In the fiercely competitive world of professional basketball, where performance usually speaks louder than opinions, Brown's reaction quickly ignited a controversy few expected. Making a little over $80,000 this season, she viewed the enormous proposal for Clark, who at the time was still playing in the NCAA, as a major insult to many athletes already competing in her league. Feeling frustrated, Brown took to social media to voice her disbelief and irritation. Typing out her thoughts, she wrote that no other women's basketball player had been considered in the same way over the past 7 years. In another post she added, "Instead of, I don't know, supporting the women's league that already exists, you decide to do this in the middle of the NCAA tournament. Men are hilarious." But Brown didn't stop there. She later shared her concerns with a larger audience on the Gil's Arena show, where she openly questioned the decision to present such a lucrative contract to a college athlete. When asked directly about the deal, she responded candidly, making it clear that she strongly disagreed with the move.
You offered the contract to a player who's not yet even in the WNBA. Big Three does not happen during overseas season, so that doesn't make sense.
That's true.
And then you pretty much offended all of the European countries that open their doors to us, give us a lot of money, a lot of love, and a lot of experience by calling them dismal and dubious. And there are some very beautiful countries that we have the opportunity to go play in. So, I mean, if you're going to say that it's for that, then...
As the sparks of controversy erupted from Lexi Brown's comments, it became evident that a hint of envy might be underlying her frustration. Despite earning over $300,000 across 6 seasons in the WNBA, along with stints overseas, Brown's reaction to Ice Cube's grand offer to Caitlin Clark revealed deeper emotions. Clark had become a household name, captivating fans with her unmatched skills and charisma, earning her a reputation as the Taylor Swift of women's basketball. Her games regularly sold out and were broadcast nationally, transforming every arena she entered into a stage. By contrast, Brown, though accomplished, had not reached the same level of public recognition. Her tweets about Clark's deal introduced many fans to her name for the first time, but as the debate grew, she had no way of knowing how her outspoken stance would play out once she returned to WNBA courts. On the court, where actions speak louder than words, Brown soon faced the consequences of her remarks. Their first matchup unfolded at the packed Crypto.com arena, with the Sparks taking on the Fever. Clark wasted no time asserting herself. Just 2 minutes into the game, she executed a flawless give-and-go with Nalissa Smith, who cut to the basket for an easy layup. Despite relentless double-teaming and physical pressure, Clark continued to shine, displaying remarkable playmaking skills. She found Blay, who then connected with Boston under the rim for an open layup, cutting the Sparks' lead to 7. By the second quarter, momentum swung dramatically. A costly turnover by the Sparks allowed Blay to set up a fast break, where Clark's transition pass to Wallace led to a three-pointer, shrinking the deficit to 3. Clark's vision and precision were on full display as she orchestrated scoring opportunities, finding cutting teammates for layups, threading passes under pressure, and even delivering a near full-court assist to Wallace. By halftime, the Fever trailed 45-34, yet Clark had racked up 4 rebounds and 4 assists in the second quarter alone, while Brown managed only 2 rebounds and 2 assists in the entire half. In the third quarter, Clark's influence persisted. Boston set a screen, and Clark delivered a pinpoint pass to an open Boston for an easy layup. After a turnover, she hustled back to steal the ball, fueling the Fever's fluid ball movement that culminated in Blay sinking an 18-footer to tie the game after a 1-10 run. Clark continued to dominate, finding cutting teammates under the rim and orchestrating scoring plays with flawless timing. As the fourth quarter began, intensity surged. Boston set a screen for Clark, who attempted a three-pointer that was blocked, but Boston recovered and forced a layup, bringing the Sparks' lead to just 1 at 55-56. Clark quickly reset, delivering precise bounce passes that allowed Boston and Blay to finish in transition, giving the Fever a 5-point lead with 2.5 minutes remaining, cementing her undeniable impact on the court. With just minutes remaining, Wallace found Caitlin Clark, giving her the space to operate. Spotting the moment, Clark launched a deep 3 over Nurse, extending the Fever's lead to 66-72. With only 40 seconds left and the lead trimmed to just 2 points, Mitchell set up Clark for another one-on-one. Showing her signature composure, Clark faked Nurse with a quick step back and fired another long-range dagger, swishing it clean and pushing the Fever ahead by 5. The Indiana Fever secured their first win of the season, defeating the Sparks 78-73 after trailing by 11 at halftime. The number 1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft finished with an outstanding stat line: 11 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals, a near triple-double. In contrast, Lexi Brown, who had sparked headlines with her controversial remarks, ended the game with 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, taking the loss. Their second head-to-head matchup proved even more telling. From tip-off, Brown realized she had underestimated Clark, who was immediately on a mission. Clark positioned herself at the top of the key, received a pass from Wallace, and calmly drained a three-pointer, giving the Fever an early 5-2 lead. As the game progressed, Clark showcased her dynamic skills, penetrating defenses, distributing with precision, and creating scoring opportunities. She found Smith beyond the arc for a wide-open 3, capping a 9-0 run by the Sparks, but despite her efforts, the Sparks still led 24-15 at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Clark's influence extended to defense. Driving in transition, she found Lexi Hull in the corner, and Hull promptly returned the ball, allowing Clark to sink a catch-and-shoot three-pointer, narrowing the Sparks' lead to 4. Wallace contributed by setting screens that allowed Clark to drive aggressively and finish with smooth scoop layups. Clark's defensive prowess was also evident. She blocked Hami from behind, forcing a shot clock violation. By halftime, Clark had already tallied 14 points and 5 assists, though the Fever trailed by 5. The third quarter saw Clark acting as the catalyst once more. She orchestrated seamless offensive sequences, linking up with Boston and Blay for spin moves, reverse layups, and precision passes. Even when the Sparks attempted to double-team her, Clark found open teammates like Smith and Mitchell to keep the Fever ahead 50-46. Midway through the quarter, the Sparks mounted a 11-0 run, briefly regaining control and leading by 4. Yet, Clark's tenacity didn't waver. Early in the fourth, she forced a turnover, pushed coast to coast, and while her layup was blocked, Boston cleaned it up and converted free throws. Clark then launched another three-pointer from the top of the key, cutting the Sparks' lead to 1. Defensively, Clark continued to shine, denying passes and disrupting pick-and-rolls. She found Boston rolling to the rim, resulting in another basket, and in the final 20 seconds, despite being doubled, she delivered a perfect pass to Boston, who sank a crucial three-pointer, trimming the deficit to 5. The game ended 88-82 in favor of the Sparks, but Clark's performance was phenomenal: 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Brown's earlier comments had sparked a fiery response, and Clark's play proved that her actions on the court could speak far louder than any tweet. Even in defeat, her star power shone brightest, reminding everyone why she's one of the game's brightest talents.